Well, hello and welcome to Sir Talks Wrestle. This is Wrestle Reviews, and today we review today's episode of Tuesday Morning Raw. Today's episode was good, really good, with a solid start and end. The middle wasn't bad at all, just that a 2.5 hour show, there are bound to be some moments which feel a bit slow, but nothing that broke the flow of the episode. Today's episode was from Tulsa in Oklahoma, and the crowd rating is fire. The crowd was really good, as we'll discuss further. And another interesting thing is that today's entire episode was called by Michael Cole from the announcers table in an Indiana Pacers jersey or an Indiana Pacers tank top because of the bet that he made in the last episode. It's related to the NBA basketball, which I don't follow, but yeah, it was something interesting to see. Moving on to the first segment of the day, gunshot recap, providing you a concise gist of the happenings of the show, co-powered by Real American Rifles, brother. We opened the episode with an energetic promo from CM Punk, classic Punk, declaring his intentions of winning the Money in the Bank, declaring his intentions of potentially challenging either one of Jey Uso, a good friend, or John Cena, a bitch who sold out to a bald fraud, which then gets interrupted by Sami Zayn, who says that he has his back. He bigs CM Punk up. He tells him, go ahead and win the Money in the Bank, be the Money in the Bank champion, become a world champion, and I'll face you. So it was all a hype session. All of this could have been said backstage in close quarters, but anyway, nonetheless, a good start to the episode. Our opening match was the last Money in the Bank qualifier for the women's Money in the Bank match between Stephanie Vaquer, Ivy Nile, and Liv Morgan. And Stephanie Vaquer has qualified for the Money in the Bank in her debut match on Monday Night Raw, as she wins the triple threat match. And in my opinion, it was the correct decision. A good debut for Stephanie Vaquer. Developments in the Rusev-Sheamus feud or scene. Rusev has a video promo in which he says, "Why would you do this, Sheamus? Why would you do this?" And Sheamus says, I bully the bully, fella. I bully the bully." So yeah, possibly a Sheamus vs Rusev match is on the card. Judgment Day win versus Wall Raiders by the help of Roxanne Perez. New Day were at the commentary, and the commentary in general with them, with the New Day and Pat and Michael Cole were really hilarious throughout the match. And the match also was quite solid. Judgment Day and War Raiders, they're not fighting for the first time. They have fought before a lot, and they have a good chemistry. So the match was really well played out. There were some high moments, then it slowed down, and then again a good finish. They have good chemistry. Lyra Valkyria cuts a promo on Becky Lynch, who had a video segment earlier in the show, and this promo was about hurting and how Lyra is hurt by Becky Lynch, which then turned into a brawl. I have to say this one thing, that considering all the recent negativity around WWE with the releases of R-Truth and Carlito, and just all around the corporate, the corporatification or the corporification, if that's a word, of the product, the lackluster main event scene, even with John Cena's heel turn apparently not living up to the expectations, all of these things, creating a lot of negativity around the product. Amongst all of these things, this feud might just be the best thing going around in SmackDown and Raw combined when it comes to personal feuds, because this feud has a genuine backstory, and both the performers are doing great job with this. So I'm excited for the Money in the Bank match. A fiery Penta video promo, which was really nice to see. Penta is always so passionate and so emotional in his promos. So this was a good video promo to have in the show. Jey Uso and Sami Zayn versus the Brawns from the Seth Rollins faction, which I have to give them the name because they don't have an official name yet. And this match ends by a disqualification by Seth Rollins, which is a bit disappointing because the match was going quite solid. And after this match, Braun Breaker attempts a tsunami through the announce table. Yes, realistically they wanted us to believe that they are actually going to do this before Punk obviously interferes and saves Sami Zayn and Jey Uso. And yeah, that was the end of the match. Backstage after the match, when Sami Zayn is in the locker room, Killer Cross meets him after the match, and he gaslights him that you need to be a bad guy to win world championships, and I've been telling you since so long that you need to stop this good guy gimmick sort of and start being a bad guy. We'll see if that materializes into something. Kairi Sane defeats Raquel Rodriguez after EO helps her. And this match, Roxanne Perez was was told, especially by Liv Morgan, to not be interfering. And Raquel Rodriguez lost, so maybe this makes them understand that maybe Roxanne Perez is needed for Judgment Day. Another great video package today for the Jey Uso and Gunther feud. It was really well made, and then that video promo transitions into a backstage segment where Gunther is telling Jey Uso that he'll defeat him in Money in the Bank, why he needs to defeat him because he's not been a good champion. And then Jey Uso starts twitching again. Yeah, he, in order to look intense whilst Gunther is talking him down, he starts blinking really fast, making twitching expressions, he's trying to look intense, but he ends up looking really stupid. He needs to do something about it. For the main event, it's the last Money in the Bank qualifier for the men's Money in the Bank match between CM Punk, AJ Styles and El Grande Americano. And El Grande Americano surprisingly has won this triple threat match. A solid match and a well done interference in this case. I'm moving on to my favorite segment of the show, El Momente Memorable, discussing the memorable spots from today's match, co-powered by La Gente Joven. This Devil's Kiss transitions into a double code breaker by Liv Morgan. There was a double code breaker in this match as well, along with Ivy Niles' double German suplex. A lot of doubles, a lot of room to shine for all the three competitors. So it was really nice to see. In the Warriors versus the Judgment Day match, JD McDonough with a sort of a homage to his previous dangerous spot near the announcer's table, as he does this crazy oversell near the announcer's table. So yeah, it's good to revisit the Sami and Jey Uso versus the Bronze match. The entrance was quite interesting and quite memorable because Jey Uso and Sami Uso, the Honorable Us, both make the entrance on Jey Uso's song, and Sami Uso is also dressed to the occasion with his Sami glasses, and he's also eating and doing his own interesting dance moves. After the match ends by an interference and CM Punk interferes, Seth Rollins is seen holding Braun Breaker by his beard and sort of cooling him down and giving him instructions, which was a nice touch to his character, that what kind of domination he has on his sidekicks, or especially Braun Breaker. And in the main event, we have this kick by Punk, should I say. It was a really interesting sequence match. It seems as if Punk is going to pin AJ Styles, but then El Grande Americano does a moonsault onto them and thus breaking the pin. So that's it for today, my wrestling bandhus. See you in the next episode of Wrestle Reviews. Till then, like, share, comment, subscribe if you feel like. Take care and peace.